What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I will be doing a technical analysis breakdown for MicroStrategy Incorporated with the ticker symbol MSTR, also known as Strategy. I will first be going over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please trade at your own risk. So Strategy, it's still chopping sideways. You can see it's right near support around the lower $300 level, 315, and it's still just chopping back and forth. You see this getting pinched between this trend line right here, this downward sloping trend line, because price has been getting rejected from it several times. And then we also been bouncing off this zone area of support right around the lower $300 level. So eventually it's going to break out. It's not going to continue to stay at this lower volatility forever. This is very low volatility for MicroStrategy. So I don't expect it to last that much longer. Keyword is patience. A lot of people don't have it, and that's how the market can take your money. People come in, they start doing things that they weren't planning on doing when they were patient. You know, they start taking trades, they start buying, they're selling, whatever. They over leverage and they start going crazy because they're impatient. So again, if you're impatient, you got to work on that. A lot of traders, they meditate. A lot of the great traders that I know, they meditate because meditation allows you to focus on doing something for an extended period of time. So meditation, you're focusing on like a specific thing, on a specific thought or your breath, whatever, a sound. And then you just focus on that. If something comes in your mind, then you ignore it. You let it pass through, and you come back to you focus your attention back on the object that you were focusing on. Same thing for MicroStrategy, right? Focus on the long-term goal. Don't worry about this noise. Most people aren't trading, day traders. Maybe you're a swing trader. Most people are just gonna be long-term traders holding for, several months to even a couple years. So what does this have to do with that? The long-term picture is not changing right now. This is not indicating a change in the long-term picture. As of right now, it's just short-term noise, chopping back and forth, it's just wasting time. That's what it is doing right now. A lot of times the corrections, they just waste time. Let things come back to a nice median level, a nice average, because when it gets overextended, as you can see here, right over here, then prices has to waste time to come back to kind of like an average level. So it's just wasted time. Let it play out. I believe sometime this month, probably in the next week or two, we will see a breakout, either higher or lower. This is not going to last forever. It cannot. MicroStrategy is not that type of stock. This is not a bond. So this is going to break out one way or another very soon. I think a breakout lower would be bullish. Why? Because that'll be a trap. That'll set the stage for a nice trap for the shorts. We see one drop down lower. Either we reach the 240 level or not. It'd be more bullish we don't, and we reverse strongly, something like that. So I believe a trap is being set. We're seeing some downward bias occur. There's a bearish imbalance on the chart. Price has not been above the EMA since basically the 24th of January. So there's a downward bias in play. Downward trend lines. We have one trend line here, second trend line right over here. I'm looking for one breakdown lower. We'll see if this will be successful or not. And if it is successful or it's not, I don't think it will matter. I think we will probably still see a reversal higher. Now, again, that's just a prediction. We can always just bounce off of support where we are right now and break out higher. But again, a breakout higher has a higher tendency to fail instead of breaking out lower first. We could break out higher and find support and then rally, but sometimes you'll break out higher, fail, break out lower, fail, and then rally. So you do like a double trap. Again, the market's sometimes complicated like that. It will trap out people out of all their trades and then go in the direction that people were believing it would have gone anyway. So that happens a lot of times. So again, this is just wait and see. It's not been doing much. I think you just have to be patient and let this play out. There's not much to say about MicroStrategy except, they've been buying a bunch of Bitcoin since basically November when we are kind of at the same price level. So the company holds a lot more Bitcoin than it was over here. And now you're just getting a better value because they hold more Bitcoin than they did 3 months ago, and we're at the same price. So again, overall, let's just wait and see what happens. Let's take a look at the log scale on the weekly chart. Let's see where we're at. And again, letting that EMA catch up, looking for that one drop down below the EMA like we have seen like dozens or several times before. As you see, a price bottom back here in December of 2022. We saw impulse correction below the EMA, impulse correction slightly below the EMA, impulse correction below the EMA, impulse correction below the EMA, impulse correction below the EMA a couple times. This was longer, drawn out. Impulse correction, and we still have not seen price get below the EMA. So again, expecting to go below the EMA. It's not a magic thing to occur, but if it has occurred a bunch of times before, then that's probably what price is waiting to do. See some washout occur on the bottom, some sort of trap be set, and then rocket up higher. So Bitcoin, similar situation. MicroStrategy is not going up because Bitcoin is not going up, and obviously they hold almost 3% of Bitcoin, about 2.28%. So again, eventually they will get to 3%. And again, it's heavily, it's a Bitcoin proxy, and it's highly leveraged Bitcoin play. So again, if Bitcoin is not doing anything, MicroStrategy is going to also follow, right? So again, it's just waiting to see what Bitcoin does. Bitcoin is still bullish. The cycle is repeating. It hasn't delineated since the last cycle. It's very similar. Obviously, it had a couple of differences. It's not going to be exactly the same, but it's on pace to reach a top near the end of the year. And again, I go into more of the price targets for members only. Link in the video description below. I look at Bitcoin. I analyze the price action on the daily and the weekly, and sometimes even the monthly. I go over my long-term price targets and where I think it's going to top, at what price level, and once it corrects, where to potentially buy back in so you can have more Bitcoin even after paying tax. So you're basically trading, right? So it's just a long-term trade. So again, that's what I'm doing. I can't say what to tell you guys to do because I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy on YouTube. So again, that is available for members. But anyway, I believe MicroStrategy will hit $1,500 once this correction is over, $1,500 to $1,600. And then once that correction is over, because don't expect this to happen right over here. We're not going to do that. We're going to get up higher, move in a wave fashion, reach the $1,500 target, maybe see another sideways correction or even a potential 30% drop, and then probably see another rally higher to the $4,000 level. So that's how I'm envisioning for this to play out. And as right now, it has not made me change my mind. It's still on track to do that. And once it becomes, once obviously that is not possible, then I'll let you guys know what I believe. I mean, obviously you can listen to other people. There's a bunch of other people who do technical analysis for MicroStrategy, but that's what I'm doing. And again, if you guys want to do what I'm doing, then you can follow my channel and the videos. But that's all I have for MicroStrategy on the daily and weekly charts. Let's see what happens. Looks like we're already bouncing up today. It's not trying to break down lower. It's not trying to break out higher. It's just wasting time. And if you come back in the next couple of weeks, is probably going to be in a different spot than where we are right now. So all I have for MicroStrategy and the daily and weekly charts is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time.